every time we fail, like, again, that goes from like not winning a bid on a house or losing a listing presentation. Remember we talked about what a listing presentation is? Yeah. Yep. So a bunch of realtors line up basically and they give their listing presentation and only one of them gets to list the home. So if you don't win on that, I'm like, well, what did I lose on that? And you try to get some positive feedback. It doesn't happen as often to me anymore, but it still happens, and it's like, okay, there's certain things I could change from it. That's perfectly imperfect. Like I'm not perfect. I'm not going to get 100% of the listings I go up for. I'm not going to get 100% of the buyers. It's just, when I put an offer in a house, I'm not going to get it 100% of the time. You have to work at it. You have to hone your skills. What does it work on both sides? So yeah. And then with parenting, there's no parents out there. There's no there's no guidebook. And you
gotta learn on the go.
Oh yeah. Things change so rapidly. And growing up with girls too, my family was boys, right?
Boys, yeah. You and your brothers.
Natalie has to teach me stuff about girls all the time. You can't say that to your daughters. Say what? I'm like the things that we would say to our brothers and stuff too. And it's like, well, females take that a little more hard, like when we're trying to be direct at certain things. And Natalie's like, you can't say that stuff. I'm like what? Or if I'm trying to hug my daughters and they say, no, stop. And I'm just thinking it's a joke. She's like, no, you have to actually stop. And I'm like, what do you we're just joking around. It's like, I'm there to comfort them. They have to realize that no means no. And then when it comes, you don't want to get them in a situation where they're if something ever happens, God forbid, that they want to make sure that no means no. They know that the person's going to stop. And if they don't, then it's rapes. You know what I mean? Those kind of awkward situations. Never have to think about that stuff, learning all the time, you're perfectly imperfect. You're going to fail and that's okay. If you enjoyed this clip and want to hear more, subscribe to the DC Talks podcast on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts.